I'm Kandelyne Gomez, a visual artist from San Antonio, Texas, and this is Una Plática. I would say life and creating life. Growing up in San Antonio, you're surrounded by beautiful art everywhere you go. So growing up, I've always been interested in art, so I would always sketch here and there just to see what I can do. And then fast forward to when I had my boys, I just felt this click to not only be a catalyst for change for them, but also choose a productive and self-fulfilling path for my postpartum journey versus living for other people's opinions or projections and stuff. So after our youngest, I picked up painting again, and it just flourished so much easier than anything I've ever tried to find purpose in. So I would say having my family and creating my family put everything into perspective for me. I was meant to be an artist. About 4 to 5 years, and about 3 years publicly. I do. I actually consider myself like a multi-ethnic artist. I would say Chicana, Indigenous, American, Latina. It's hard to really pick a layer. My art journey has been synonymous with my self-discovery and my reconnection to who I am and who my roots are. So every time I learn something more about myself or about the people that I come from or about another part of my family, I feel that it adds another layer. So it's kind of hard to say, but I'm proudly definitely a Chicana artist. I absolutely do. I feel like organizations like this give a platform to sometimes feel like marginalized voices. You shed light on the different and unique cultural experiences that make our community. And I also feel that you challenge the stereotypes that sometimes surround us Chicanos or Indigenous people, and the opportunities you give, it allows our experiences to be heard. And I feel it fosters a deeper understanding for our unique identities and how we really do form the communities around us. So absolutely, I feel it's crucial. I would have to say the Virgen de Guadalupe. I was honored to finally be able to be a part of that. I love the Mole Festival also. There's just been, I can't really name a lot of the events, but I do have a lot of friends who are artists, and I always see when they put their art here, I'm like, wow, what a beautiful place. And they always talk so highly about how they're treated, how they're presented. And like I said, it was just an honor when I got to finally be a part of the exhibit. I like screamed. I told my husband, I'm like, guess what? He was like, what? I'm like, I got an exhibit at Cultural Plan. He was like, that's amazing. So yeah, it's hard to pick. Aside from my own personal goals with my family, I just hope that my art could not only inspire others to reconnect with their own roots, also serve as a catalyst for other Chicanos to choose paths that fulfill them, not box themselves into any stereotype or whatever that may be from external or internal, sources. Like, we are all capable of so much, and I feel like everyone should feel super comfortable in sharing their creativity. So if I've inspired anyone, I've already exceeded my own goals. So Before I would pull a lot of my inspiration from, like other artists that, like the greats before us, or if I would see other artists online that I would like something that they would do, I would try to, recreate something similar in my style. Very much finding my style in the beginning. But now my inspiration is just so random. Literally, I can be in line at the store and suddenly get an idea for a painting or a series, and I like whip out my pen and paper. I'm still pen and paper. I whip it out and I just write it down. So now I would say almost anything can inspire me. It's just what speaks to me and what calls me. And that hasn't always been easy. Like I said, it took a while finding my art style and what I felt comfortable with pursuing. And now it's just effortlessly. How many different artists there are. Like I said, growing up in San Antonio, you see art everywhere, like in restaurants, church, you see them on the sides of the highway, you see them on buildings. It's always amazed me how much art, how much different art is alive in our city. And even from when I was little, like seeing all the murals or seeing all the art installs, seeing Jesse Trevino's work when I was like taking clown classes at the Guadalupe Center, it was just always in the back of my mind, I want to do that. Like I want to create something that makes people feel how I feel when I see it. And it's hard to pick again. It's hard to pick, but just how the variety, how many different artists create so many beautiful works that are each so different, but still just as amazing. Take up space and do things scared sometimes. I really feel that as long as you're showing respect to those who came before you, who are with you, around you, and respecting their creative processes as well, any event, any opportunity is a chance to grow, to learn. For every event I've done, I've been rejected by like 2 or 3. So you can't stop at the first no, because you really don't know what's on the other side of, letting no or fear dictate what you do. So do the art call, do the event, do the pop-up, do whatever it is that you're putting off, because it can really turn into something great or open more opportunities, put you in the realm of amazing people. I've met so many talented people, generous people, kind people that I just feel like any event I can try. So do it scared, but do it. So this piece is from my most recent, first series that I'm doing. And this one in particular is a spin on the girl with the pearl earring. Basically with the series, I'm taking some of the greats, from like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, all the few that I admire, and recreating them with a native twist, a Chicano twist to it, kind of showing my respect, but also showing I can do it too, and also showcasing, more of my culture and more of our roots, kind of to, brown wash respectfully. But yeah, so she's definitely my favorite. Probably the best portrait I've done so far. And yeah, it was just so much fun learning about, the backstory of the paintings. And like this one in particular, I learned about a different type of method where he actually put black paint and then a transparent green for the back of it. When I thought the girl in the pearl earring, the background was brown or black, it's actually green. So really fun to learn about the art before I try recreating it, which I feel is a way to pay my respect, to know what I'm actually twisting and changing versus just doing it. This one is definitely a reflection of last year. I did a lot of reconnecting, got to talk to a lot of my elders and my family that kind of pointed me in the direction of who we come from and our roots. And it felt so good finally having like a solid piece of identity. So I really just kind of poured all that I was learning about my culture into this piece, and also throwing in my own experiences, like with the baby and the corn. Like, not only am I a mother, but I feel like I'm constantly rebirthing myself. Like, I'm always changing. Sometimes I feel like I'm new to everything again. Like, all of a sudden things change and I'm like, oh, what I was doing before isn't working anymore. I have the pyramid in the back, obviously paying homage to the beautiful temples that, you know, are in Mexico. The girl giving thanks to the gods. That's definitely me, just giving thanks to my creator, to my ancestors, everyone who's protected me up till this point, everything. You know, this piece is definitely a visual, emotional piece. Every part has a little bit of significance, and then all together it just makes such a beautiful collage. So this one I actually did about a year or two ago. I started live painting at a couple of events around town. It took me a while to make her. It took about 6 or so months to create, but she is a homage to Tonatzin, the original Virgin of Guadalupe. I was doing a lot of research on, you know, our more ancestral roots, and then I came across her roots, that she is actually a much older deity than what we know her as, or, you know, refer to her as. So this piece is definitely respectfully honoring her power that just exceeds our comprehension. I have the space, the galaxies, the nebulas there as well, just because I feel like her energy is so infinite. It is so much more than I feel we're told. I feel like now as a collective, more and more of us are learning more about her. We're sharing that information. I'm seeing more and more Tonatzin, you know, like articles and information come up. So I do feel as a collective, she's showing us, but yeah, this is definitely a homage to her. She's also UV reflective, so it's pretty interesting. She's never outside. It's UV reflective paint. She's never outside. She's been in my studio for like ever. She glows at night, and I cannot figure out why. Like, she's in a dark studio covered, and then at night, like, I'll go in there and she's glowing. Like, I see her glowing and I'm like, okay. Like, I dust her, I keep her clean, I keep her, you know, taken care of, because it's really interesting to me.